All right, so over the last couple of days, we've been talking about it in every single video, mainly about the upcoming Lunar Glow update. But for the most part, we actually haven't gone into at least the really nitty gritty as far as like the leaks which have been provided to us so far. And honestly, I've been spending so much time in the game trying to get my entire farm looking good and sort of making sense while also listening to some tips that you guys have been giving me. So I'm pretty much full on invested at this point. And for that reason, we're going to go over pretty much all of the leaks that we've gotten so far. Some of them are pretty concrete. Other ones are kind of iffy, but I want to hear your opinions in the comment section. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We got more Grow a Garden stuff coming since you guys have been showing crazy amounts of support, and I appreciate it so much. Now, with that being said, we've transitioned over to the leaks channel inside of the Grow a Garden Discord. And I'm going to be honest, although not a lot has been posted here, there technically is only 2 posts here that are related to this weekend. The second picture that was posted actually has a lot of information in it. And then shortly after, we're going to go through Jandel's chat logs because he also mentioned something else that, at least for the most part, I haven't seen many people talking about. Either way, let's start off with pretty much the big kicker right here. Obviously, the tornado emoji. This was posted on the 7th at 1:23 a.m. and it just basically confirms a tornado weather. If for some reason you did need more concrete proof that there's going to be a tornado weather, over here in the announcements channel, the day of the animal update, Jandel posted a poll that says, "Do you like the animal update?" Where obviously a bunch of you guys went ahead and said yes. And directly under that, he mentioned 2 things. One, he says, "I see everyone loves thunder, so this week we might add a tornado event." In case you aren't aware, currently in the game, if you're able to get any type of shocked fruit, it pretty much bumps up the value of that fruit by an insane amount. For example, here's somewhat of what I would consider a giant grape, right? Grapes are not really that insane, although they are kind of cool looking and they make your farm look really nice because of all the sort of like tentacle effects that are going on here. If we take a look at this one is worth only 173k. On the flip side, right here, I have a frozen shocked grape, which I actually got last night. If we check the value of this one, which keep in mind, it's not even half the size of the other one, this one is worth 1.4 million. So having shocked fruits actually completely changes the value of everything, but it's extremely rare in order to get thunder to actually happen. Obviously, if you AFK overnight in your private server, then you can more than likely guarantee yourself to have some type of thunder. But honestly, half of the stress is being able to get the thunder to spawn. The second half is to actually get the thunder to land where you want it to land. Like, for example, thunder could happen right now, and I really want it to land on my peppers, but it could hit literally everywhere else in my farm and not even touch the pepper. Now, obviously, the solution to this would be to buy a lightning rod and place it right by where you want it. But the reality is that I've been playing, for example, for the last 3 or 4 days, and I've never seen this lightning rod go up for sale a single time. I don't know if it just is that rare, but I literally have not seen it one time. Maybe it spawned while I was sleeping. Obviously, I could just spend the 179 Robux to get it, but as I've said multiple times before, half of the fun is actually waiting for some of these things to spawn and sort of getting that, man, I really don't want to say it, but that gambling feeling of like, man, is it going to spawn? Either way, the point of all of this is that we could be seeing something else that might make even more money than shocked, being obviously tornado, whatever sort of mutation that ends up putting on the fruits. I'll make a prediction right now and say that it's winded. I don't know. I'm sure someone that's a leaker or something will let me know in the comment section. The other part of this that I found interesting is that if we look right under the tornado event, he mentions about golden and rainbow animals. For the most part, it got an insane amount of upvotes compared to the 17 individuals that decided to say no. So it's possible that we could be seeing that as well this update. Either way, man, coming back over here, we have this incredible picture which has so much information, it's kind of overwhelming. For starters, the big kicker, which is the Lunar Glow event. I guess before we actually look into that picture, let's take a look at this over here because it gives us way more information, where it says, "Beneath the moon's glow, this update is filled with lots of new content ready to be uncovered. Explore a new night event, unlock new pets, seeds, gear, features, and so much more in this new Grow a Garden update." With that being said, we can obviously see a bunch of new plants, starting with these little green guys here on the floor. We've obviously got this really cool tree over here, and of course, the night sky for the Lunar Glow event. More specifically, our buddy the Hungry Plant quest will be officially gone in 13 hours, meaning that you will no longer be able to get your hands on any of these premium packs or the free seed packs by completing the quest for the Hungry Plant quest. Instead, it looks like in the center there's going to be some type of an owl with what might seem like another sort of like pack chest over here with another owl standing on it. It's kind of interesting. Now, it does mention there's going to be a new gear, which I'm going to assume that the new gear that they're talking about is related to the tornadoes. I don't exactly know what you could add, maybe like a windmill or something. I don't really know, but I would basically imagine that it's going to be something that's supposed to attract the actual tornado towards your farm, and then it'll more than likely work something like the lightning rod where it just has a certain amount of uses before it disappears. As for the new features that are mentioned and stuff like that, I'm curious to see if it's going to end up being those rainbow pets as well as the golden animals. Like, that's going to be interesting on how that works. Are the actual passives going to become stronger? I unfortunately have not been able to get my hands on a dragonfly, which is a little heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie. Although I will say that over here, the exotic bug egg is not gone for another like week or so. So I still technically have time to be able to get it if I just sort of cave in and, you know, buy myself some. I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited. Tomorrow, we will obviously be live here for the update. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, I will more than likely be live for 3 different updates for 3 different games. So we'll be live literally as early as 7 a.m. and we'll more than likely still be live at like 5 p.m. So it's going to be quite a jam-packed day of streaming. With that being said, I'm going to give you guys just sort of like a quick little update on what I've been doing. I removed a lot of the different plants that I didn't need. Like, for example, durian was not really popping up on a lot of my quests, and durian is not really good of a plant. It's actually kind of terrible. So I got rid of pretty much all of my durian trees. I kept 1 coconut just for the sake of the quest. Grapes, I sort of have 2 of them, but not because they're amazing or anything. I just really like how they look. My pepper tree is still unfortunately the only one that I have. I do have another pepper seed that I actually just recently got, and I'm gonna place that down. I'm just sort of waiting for a good sprinkler to spawn, which I think I just got. No, actually, I'm waiting for a godly to spawn. Aside from that, we also have ourselves a 3rd dragon fruit tree, which I'm more than likely going to put down just because the dragon fruits have been doing fairly decent for me. Over here in the back, we have, I believe, 3 mango trees now. I know they aren't really the best, but I just really like how they look. I don't know why. As far as for money, we've got ourselves a good amount of bamboo running here. This is what I've sort of been depending on for money for the last couple of hours. And basically every single time that bamboo pops up, I go ahead and grab them. As far as like the blueberries, tomatoes, strawberries, raspberries, and like all of these other random things over here, I really only have them down just for the sake of quest. Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten my first premium pack. It's kind of unfortunate, but then again, I am also sort of late to the party. Right now, I'm being asked for a wet watermelon, which I think I actually just recently got. I'll definitely be able to get at least 1 premium pack, which is kind of unfortunate. I really wanted to get one of these. Honestly, I would have been happy with even just the lotus, but it is what it is, man. Hopefully tomorrow is insane. Rumor has it that it could potentially be an even better update than the Easter one. And as far as what I'm saying by that is the entire candy blossom tree is sort of like the big money pumper right now. From what I've been hearing, there should be one that does even better tomorrow. So I definitely want to be around for that. Get our hands on it as quick as possible. And of course, bring you guys some more Grow a Garden content. I've actually been having some serious fun on this game, dude. Somebody actually commented on my video yesterday mentioning that it reminds them of my old Farmstead content that I used to do. And it's so true, except that Farmstead ended up becoming like this really complicated game, which is sort of like really unnecessary features, while this one just sort of still keeps like the core of it. I don't know. I've just been hearing a lot of good stuff in my Discord and in my DMs from those of you that have been around my channels for as long as I was doing like islands content as well as even Farmstead, like I mentioned. Either way, looking forward to reading the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any information regarding this update tomorrow, let me also know. I will go ahead and pin your comment. That's gonna do it for this video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.